So we're talking about patio homes. They are all the rage with the retirees or soon to retire. And the question is, they're just wildly expensive. They're just wildly expensive right now. Can some of these people afford to retire in that type of place or afford to make that type of switch? Are you helping your clients through this process? Because they're all $500,000 homes, for that type of place.
It's a great question. It comes up a lot. A lot of retirees want to downsize. They want to simplify. They want something smaller.
And new.
And new, and that's just it. So they've spent the last 20 years maybe upgrading their house, getting it perfect, the flooring, the granite countertops, all of these things. There's no way they're regressing. They're not going to go back to that new home with, laminate countertops and vinyl flooring. And the expense right now is huge. You might sell your house and take all that equity. And in the old days, you'd take that equity, you'd downsize, buy a lesser priced home, and now you'd have this big cash bucket, for the lifestyle or whatever, or passing down to your children. Now all of a sudden, we've got retirees who are taking mortgages. They're downsizing and upgrading all at the same time, and all that equity's going in, and now we've got high payments, conceivably highest that they've ever paid.
Yeah, this is just a wild situation right now because even just with the cost of the building materials and then the cost of the labor that goes into building these smaller, nice homes that have the heated floors, right? Because that's kind of a big upgrade for them. You got to have the heated floors and then the bathrooms that you could wheel into if you ever ended up, in a wheelchair. That's all very big deal to them. But at $500,000, it's like this is just unrealistic for a lot of folks that are out there. But yet at the same time, they want them, and I know that they're buying them. Consistently. It's just
and their family is encouraging them.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
I don't want to go to mom and dad's house and spend the whole day working on it. I want to go to mom and dad's house and spend the day talking to them.
Yes.
Playing games, interacting. So we're encouraging that move, from our generation to their generation. And let's face it, there's no inventory. We got the biggest group of people moving into that age bracket, that space, that retirement, later retirement years. There's nothing already built for them.
Yeah.
They've got to build it. When you and I want to move into it, there's going to be millions of extra ones, right? We just got to wait it out. But yeah, right now it sure looks expensive. We're at the top of inflation. We're at the top of building costs. There's less workers building them.
So as the next step to this, right, if somebody wants to play with this as an idea, right, how does that conversation go, right? Do they come in and visit with you, or is it just talk me through that next step to this?
Yeah, we've got to we've got to have at least a conversation that sets up reasonable expectations.
Yep.
So what is your income, right? So maybe those fixed income sources like Social Security, maybe they had a pension. What are our resources? So first of all, that monthly cash flow. What's that going to cover of this thing? How much realistically are we going to sell the existing home for? What kind of profit are we going to receive in that? We probably don't have to worry about capital gains taxes. We get to sell that home in most cases with no tax penalty. But how much can we really afford? Because again, a lot of these folks have not had a mortgage in many, many, many years. Are they ready to dive back into that? And are they going to be there long enough? Are they really going to live there and enjoy it? Or is their health in a situation where, it's going to be a short experience and we're really buying somebody else's house for them?
Yeah. And that's just a tricky thing. Like even with family members too, it almost needs to be a full family thing where you have the whole family there and they all get to kind of weigh in on it. And you get to play the referee. Job that I don't want. But if you want to play the referee, that's awesome. Yeah. So
we have those conversations too. Family meetings are rare, but sometimes it's exactly what needs to happen.
Yeah, very cool. Well, if you'd like some help with this, give the folks over at iWealth a quick call, and they'll sit down and if the patio home is in the future, it might be a good time to do a little bit of in-depth thinking. Yes, you want it. Yes, it is a positive thing, but what are the realities that go along with it is an important step. So if you're ready to take that step, give the folks at iWealth a quick call, and we'll go from there. We'll see you next time on the iWealth podcast.
Thanks.